Hello, family. Welcome to Live Your Legacy. So, I just wanted to do a quick message, quick video. Um, I know, life it's getting better now, but I know for some people, it's rough. It's hard. You don't know what the hell is going on or why you feel the way that you feel. Is just, uh, I need y'all to know something. I need y'all to know something. The way to win at life, because you got to look at this whole thing like it's a game. And if you're anything like me, when I play video games, I don't know what the hell buttons do. I just be pressing buttons and hope that I win. And a lot of people are out here doing life like that. I will be the first to admit I used to do life like that. I used to just do things and hope it worked out. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have the right role models. I don't even know if I had any role models to think of, to be honest with you. I didn't have the right guidelines. I didn't, and that's true for a lot of people. Just out here doing life the way that you saw it, and the way that you saw it was incorrect, and the way that they did it from the people that you saw and the people that they saw to learn, they didn't know what they were doing. And it's just like this vicious ass cycle of just wrong. And fucking every aspect of life, at least for me. I mean, I didn't know finances. I didn't know how to do love. I didn't know how to handle myself, my emotions. I was legitimately all over the place. All over the place. And I didn't know how to get out of it. I just kept running myself into a wall. And what I don't know if it was Einstein, somebody said that doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results is insanity. And it is. But we do it all the time, right? We do it all the time. We do things and it doesn't work. So we're like, okay, let's try it again. Maybe go harder, grind harder, do this, do that. But it still doesn't work. Because most people are out here trying to do life by themselves. Even those who do believe in God, divine, whatever, go to church, this and that, they still don't have that thing. And I'm going to tell y'all what that thing is. The way that you win at life, this is the cheat code, y'all, so listen closely. The way that you win at life is having radical faith. And I mean, when I say radical, I mean radical faith. The kind of faith that don't even make sense to you. You don't even know why the hell you still believe in whatever it is that you're doing. But damn it, that's all you got is just your faith. That's all you have. That kind of radical faith. The kind of faith that it just does not make sense. That's how the impossible becomes possible. And I'm telling y'all this from experience. I'm not just telling y'all some shit that I heard that sounded good. No, I'm telling you this from experience, okay? A year ago, I was homeless. I did have my business, but it was not doing anything. It was not thriving at all. At all. I was legitimately Instacarting like from sun up to sundown just to make sure that I had enough money for the night, or to pay for my motel room, so that I did have a roof over my head. But that's still homeless to me, because at any given moment, if I didn't come up with the money, I'm sleeping in my car, right? So I had to grind it out. Rain, sleet, snow, whatever. Didn't feel good. So what? It's either you do this or you sleep in your car. How you want to run it. So for like 4 months, I was grinding my ass off just to maintain on a daily basis. And I didn't know how. I had no idea how I was going to get out of that. I didn't see a way out at all. But I knew that something was going to give. Like, the only thing I had was my faith. That's it. I had nothing else. I did not see it a way out. I didn't know how I was going to get out of that situation, but I knew that I would. I knew that I would. I was legitimately walking by faith and not by sight, and that's what that means if you didn't know. Okay. And now here we are. Like, legit, how I got through every day was telling myself, one day I'm gonna look back on these days and be like in awe of how far I've come. In just 1 year, I went from being homeless. My business was damn near dead. Like, it was legitimately on life support. Like, it was not doing good. So now I'm living in a high rise, looking over the ocean at the top, mind you, in a junior penthouse suite. My business is doing great. I'm in the process of building another one. I'm about to be featured in a magazine. Like, and I'm not telling y'all all this just to like brag, but I'm telling y'all what radical faith can do for you. And this is just the very beginning for me. Like, things haven't even really started. I mean, it's starting, but it's still at the infant stage. Like, we got a whole lifetime, right? And I mean, I don't know how long my lifetime is going to be. I'm not divine, but yeah, like, things are only getting better. And I'm telling y'all, like, radical faith is the cheat code to life. Radical faith will take you places that people without it could only dream about. They could only dream about where radical faith can take you. If you, all you got to do is just believe it. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It takes, like I said, how long have I been on this journey? About 4 years. It took for me to understand that I have to surrender to divine's will. I have to. In everything that I do, I have to know that however, I can have a plan all I want to, but divine's plan ultimately is the best plan. The outcome of his plan is way better than anything I could have thought of. It's just you gotta train yourself to have that kind of faith, because we've been so conditioned out of it to keep divine out of things. And honestly, like, that's with that kind of thinking, and this was the whole point, with that kind of thinking keeps you in the fucking maze, the rat maze, just being a puppet, pretty much doing what they want you to do, instead of you being able to think for yourself, move on your own, and do things with divine. Because one thing y'all gotta understand, and I say this so I've said it so many times, divine is the most powerful entity in existence. There's nothing more powerful than divine. So if whatever happens, understand that was divine's will. Even if it seems like it came from the enemy's camp. Well, even if it did, divine had to allow it, because nothing can happen without divine's stamp of approval. And he does allow the enemy to do things, to set things in motion. But understand that whatever it is, there's either a lesson behind it, or there's some way it's going to play out to where it's going to be for the greater good of you and probably other people around you. So go with it. You and when I tell y'all radical faith, what I mean is the kind of faith that it just does not make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense to you sometimes. Even, I mean, there were times when I would just be sitting there like, am I delusional? Am I crazy? Like, what the fuck? Nothing in my life looks like divine is doing anything. But that was all I had, was my faith. That's it. When I couldn't see, all I could do was just believe, know that there's a purpose for this, whatever it is, and I will get through it because I'm under the guidance of divine. I'm under divine's wings. Like, and he didn't bring me here just to be like, all right, deuces. Nah, that's not how divine works. Divine is going to see you through. Okay? And you just got to know that and surrender to his will and let divine do what divine does. And I'm pretty sure y'all heard the saying, get out of your own way. That's how you get out of your own way. It's by surrendering to divine, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I'm sorry, but you don't. You don't know how things are going to play out. And even when you do have a plan, your plan may not be the same as divine's plan. And I can guarantee you the outcome of divine's plan, way better than anything that you could have thought of. Okay? And it's no shade. It's just facts. It's just facts. So surrender. Do what you need to do to surrender, to be able to surrender to divine in everything that you do. Everything. Make that your mission to train yourself to do these things, to follow divine's will. Because sometimes what divine wants is not what you want. And it takes discipline sometimes to follow what divine wants and leave what you wanted behind. But it's worth it. I promise you guys this. I promise you, I'm not telling you anything that I don't know from experience. It's not something that I heard and sounded good. It is fact because I'm living it, y'all. I am living this. And life is so fucking incredible. Like, I used to live my life believing that the world was against me. And now my whole perspective of everything has changed. Once I allowed divine into my world, into my existence. I mean, he was already there anyways, but once I gave him permission, and it's like, what, you got to give divine permission? Divine is, if he's as powerful as you say he is, why does he need your permission? Because divine will not infringe on your free will. He gave you free will, and you have the choice to do what you want to do. You don't have to follow divine. Divine wants you to let him in, but you don't have to. You have that choice. But I can guarantee you, you're not going to win the way that you would win if you did allow divine to do his thing. All right. I love y'all. Peace.